All right, Karen, we're gonna start with some bacon. Get that bacon going. All right, and you're gonna have James bring you to S&R, get you some good bacon. Good bacon. You want smoky bacon whenever you're making beans. Where did I put all my? Hold on. Where did I put? All right. Now we're not gonna cook this bacon until it's crispy. Hold on. I get my other phone going. Spread this bacon out. What's going on, Chief? I got see all this stuff I told. All right, I gotta find somewhere to put my phone. Trying to figure out how to do this process. So, Karen, I left James and Karen some dried beans. Karen had no idea how to cook beans, so I'm showing her the process. James said, "What's that? I missed it." Let's get this. All right. So I've already boiled these pinto beans, and they've been sitting for a while. I've already chopped up my onions, celery, and bell pepper. All right, cooking down some bacon, just enough to get the grease, because I'm going to cook the vegetables in the bacon grease, and then I'll pull the bacon. It's going to go into. What's going on, Niels? Niels, I made a song for you. Hold on a minute. Where's my phone? Hold on. While we're waiting, I'm gonna play Neil's song. Hold on, where's Neil's song? Gotta find Neil's song. Alright, I don't know how well you can hear that. So we'll play that later. We'll play that later. Stick around, Niels. I'm gonna play your song later. Once I get these beans on to a certain level. Where they're just beans are simmering. Then I got some time. Beans, magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. That's right. What's the rest of that? It's beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So have some beans at every meal. That's about good enough right there. You don't, Karen, if you rewatch this, Karen, you don't want to cook the bacon until it's crispy. You just want to render some of that fat to get some oil in the pan, and then we're gonna. Let's see. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take this bacon, put it in that pot with the beans. Just stick the bacon in the pot with the beans. Right, hold on, I'll get you over here in just a second. See what we're talking about. Well, we'll put the onions and onion, celery, and bell pepper in there. I put the bacon in there with the beans. Let's cover this back up. Let that sit. We're not ready for that yet. But now, while that's starting to saute, we're gonna cut up about 4 cloves of garlic. All right, you with me so far, Karen? All right. And see, Karen, I didn't do this first. You guys, I didn't chop up the garlic first, because one thing you Filipinos do wrong, in my opinion, like garlic shouldn't go in early. Like, you want the garlic to go in after you saute down the other vegetables. Let them get softened up, because you don't want garlic to burn. Like, burnt garlic is ruin the whole dish. So we're gonna let all that steam coming on, get all that water out of the vegetables, let them start getting softened up. What is that? A little piece of summer shrimp. We'll just dice up this garlic. Garlic all diced up. Bigger than the big cooking show. Hey, Fortune, I'm teaching Karen how to make pinto beans. She was on live earlier, and I brought them some pinto beans and some lima beans, and I was trying to explain to her how to cook beans, but I figured I'd just go ahead and show her. All right, so that's starting to get softened up some. Now you take your minced up garlic and get that in there. That aroma is like the perfect combination. Onion, bell pepper, celery, and then some garlic. Keep moving that around. Like I said, I don't want that garlic to burn. We're just letting them flavors marry up together. All right. Hey Bama, I am teaching Karen how to make, well, today it's pinto beans, but it'll pretty much work with any kind of beans. All right. Well, that's about good. So that's your flavored, that's your flavoring. And like I said, these beans have been sitting covered for about an hour. I brought the beans to a boil. The beans, see the beans are in there. Bring them to a boil, then cover them up and let them just sit for about an hour. And then you put them back on the heat. While it's sitting there in the heat, that's when you can do all your prep work. All them vegetables, garlic, onion, celery, bell pepper. That's all going into the beans with the bacon. And you're gonna get you some chicken bouillon. About 2 cubes chicken bouillon. You're gonna throw that in there. Let all that flavor soak into them beans. Boop. Just throw it in there. It's gonna boil down. It's gonna be simmering for a while, so chicken bouillon. Black pepper. Gives you about 2 bay leaves. Unless they're small. If they're small, use 3, but those are about okay. About 2 bay leaves, throw those in there. Tonys, I know I left you some Tonys, Karen, so you should have some Tonys. But, all right, about that much. Throw that in there. A little more. There we go. I like mine a little spicier, so I'm gonna add some chili flakes. I just take like a pinch, put a pinch in there, about like that. And then I like to have mine, especially with pinto beans. Now I only do this with pinto beans, but you get you some cumin powder. All right, and again, about that much. That's about a tablespoon. I don't measure shit. Give that a little stir. Let all of them flavors kind of join forces in there. There we go. All right. All right, so now, let's see. There we go. Okay, sorry about that mute. So we're gonna get some more water. All right, maybe just a little bit more. We're gonna bring that back to a boil. But you want the beans to be completely covered with water. Wait. Oh yeah, mute. Oh yeah. Sometimes I use my big fingers and I hit the mute button when I'm switching the camera angle around. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's sit down for a minute. AMFR, Anna, I am making pinto beans. But let me get my other phone here. Hold on. Let me get my other phone. Bama said, "Oh, I seen Cooking for Karen and assumed I was on a different channel." No, I was on. Karen was doing a live stream earlier, and she was talking about the beans that I had for her, that I left with her. David, hey Ray, I'm here. Do you soak your beans first? David, I do hot soak. Like you can take your beans and cover them with water and put them in the refrigerator or even on the counter and just let them sit overnight to soak the beans. I ain't got time for all that. So what I do is you put the beans in the pot with the water, you bring it to a boil, then you cut the heat off, cover them up, and let them sit for an hour. And that's called a hot soak. And it does pretty much the same thing as soaking them overnight. Oh, Karen, I forgot. If Karen, I'm doing this for Karen, so if I keep talking about saying Karen, even though she's not here right now, I don't think she'll watch this later. But see, Karen, look, the first thing you do is you go through your beans, and like any of them that's like, say like that one's split, broken, discolored. You take all those out. Those are no good. You don't want those in your beans. So you get all the reject beans, you go through your beans and get all the reject beans out. And then what I do is whenever I boil the beans, there'll be, after you boil them, there'll be a few beans that are floating. I always take those beans out. Like after I sort the beans and then boil them, if I got some floating beans, like I give them a stir, if there's some beans floating, I pull those out. Those beans aren't no good either. So you sort through the beans, then you get rid of the floaty beans, and let's see. All right. Fortune said the chef. Good PM ring. Needs smell-o-vision. Yeah, no, I mean, when I cook, like, that's one of my favorite smells in the kitchen is onions, bell pepper, and celery like sauteing is just like it. You know you're gonna have something good when you smell that smell. Chief saying hi to Bama. Bama saying hi to Chief. Barbie Panay legend Ray. How long have you been single, Poe? I'm not single. I have a girlfriend. Sir Ray, hi, Sir James. David, I answered your question about soaking the beans. Bam, I seen cooking for Karen. Okay, yeah, I said that. Ammo, Yummer is muted. Mute. Yep. Yo, Chief, maybe there's Ray. Yeah, I heard you, Bama. David, beans can be tough to cook if you don't cook long enough. They can be hard and nasty, too long, and they're mushy. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, like, beans is, there's no real science to cooking beans. Like, you know, like, to me, the best way to cook, like, you can't cook beans with a recipe. Like, I never have a recipe when I cook beans. I add stuff, then I taste it. I cook it, then I taste it. And, you know, figure out, does it need something else? And then, like I said, you don't want to cook the beans too long or not long enough. So, you know, once it starts to get to around that 45-minute mark after they start boil or simmering again, then I'll take a bean out, taste it, see what the texture is. Okay, wait, let's see. But yeah, it's you know, you can only learn how to cook beans by cooking beans. Bama said, found some dried black-eyed peas at Robinson. Okay, soaked them, so cooked them. They were awesome. Of course, you got to throw in some bacon. Yeah, you get like, and that's the thing. I saw Karen came in here, but yeah, Karen, make James take you to SNR, get you some good bacon and get you some celery, and that makes different. And tell James if he takes you to SNR, you'll get him some Coke Zero. Lynn said, hey, CO to farmer, that's Simon. Hey, Ray, hey, Simon. Everybody saying hi to Simon. Dream and future. Ray, are you single now? What are you talking about, Lynn? I just said, you know, got a girlfriend. James Harmon said rice. Maybe. Like, I'm not cooking this to eat right now. I've already ate today. But I figured while I'm doing this live stream, I'm gonna help Karen out, show her how to cook these beans. And like, beans are good. Like, what I'll probably do with those, I'll probably get some tortilla shells, and I'll take some of those beans, I'll mash them up, put them in a pan, and refry them, make refried beans. That's why I didn't mind adding like some cumin, because I figured at some point I'm going to make refried beans out of those. So, hey, Bam, hope you well. James and Karen live. Hey, Karen. Everybody saying hello. James said cornbread. I would love to have some cornbread. I've got, wait, no. See, I think I left, I brought my cornmeal to James and Karen's, I believe. So I think I'm gonna have to get more cornmeal. But I was gonna make some hot water cornbread while I was down there. Or some regular cornbread, because they actually have an actual oven. I don't have an oven, so I can't make like cornbread. I can make hot water cornbread. Bam, and Ms. Mama's cornbread. Yeah, I'll make some hot water cornbread. Ray don't know how to cook rice in rice cooker. Yeah, I can make it in the rice cooker. I can make rice, but I just don't like making rice. I pretend like I don't know how to make it. That way I don't have to make it. I don't like making rice. We think about the same. Yeah, I got some cornbread. Coke Zero. I don't want James. See that, Ray. See, that'll be a bribe, Karen. It'd be a bribe for him to go to S&R so you can get some real bacon and some celery. Geez, that hello to Lynn. Lavin, James, Karen. Refried beans are great and chili con carne, Mr. Ray. Yeah, yeah, no, like you can use refried beans for anything. Like I said, I'll, I'll probably eat some of the beans tomorrow, but like there's always so much left, and I'll make refried beans and then put them in containers and use them for different stuff. Have Lynn make the rice. Yeah, she makes the rice when she's here. When she's not here, I just don't have rice as often. The family is having rice tonight with their chicken. I'm having fried potatoes. All right, Bama. But, all right. Let's see what we got going on over here. It hadn't come back. It hasn't come back to a simmer yet. But all that goodness. But I can smell the flavors. I know it's right. Let's see what I do is I get, hold on. Most important tool in the kitchen. You gotta have what is it? That's pretty good right where it's at. I'm not gonna add anything to that right now. It doesn't need anything. But that's what you do. You just get you a little spoon, take you a taste. Let's see. David says, so you access to S&R to get some of those beef cubes and a bag of mixed vegetable, throw in some potatoes, and I know you can make a good. Yeah, I've got beef bouillon. I got beef bouillon. I still got some from the States. See, oh, what are you doing weird? Hey, where are you going? Come here. Come up here. Hey, come up here. Come up. This thing's being weird. Hey. Okay, yeah, so I've got the regular beef broth cubes. And then Costilla Jagosa, which is basically like a flavored beef cube. Okay. Let's see, let me catch up. Jason Potter, hey guys. Hey Jason Potter. Seeing some chef, not many, mostly sweet pickles. What about sweet pickles? I'm talking about sweet pickles. Bama? Bama, is sweet pickles your safe word? Ivy said, hola, Ray. Free the worlds. Hey, Ray. Hey, free the worlds. Chief, hello to Jason Potter. David, so you access, yeah. Yeah, I had some beef roast. I made beef and broccoli the other day with the beef roast, but I could have made a good stew out of that beef roast. Simon, y'all making me hungry. I've just completed my first day of my 4-day fast. Maybe I should disconnect from this chat. Well, it's going to be boiling for a while. Bama, stock up on dill pickles at S&R and snack on, and to make my coleslaw. Yeah, I didn't get any dill pickles this last time, but I got a ginormous jar Green olives. Because I like snacking on green olives. Free the world. We always had that little taste in the States. Yeah, you gotta taste. James Harmon, I'm here in Manila. Ray can cook his own rice. Yeah, I can cook my own rice. Lynn. Free the world's Left Valley, now in Vietnam. No taste test here. Well, you can still, if you're cooking, you got to do a taste test. Simon sounds yum. Yeah, those beans are going to be really good. I can tell already. Free the world's. I'll be in the Philippines next month. All right, Free the world's. What part of the Philippines are you going to be visiting? Hey, Manila Gorilla. That's my man Martin over in Guam. Simon, that's a serious fast. Yeah, 4 days. That's a lot. He will burn the rice. I'm not gonna burn the rice. Chief said, I asked if you had bread and butter pickles there. No, Chief, I'm not. I think you. I don't know. Somebody tell me if you can get bread and butter pickles. I think so. I think I saw bread and butter pickles when I was at SNR. Free the world. Love broccoli. So do I. Like, I hated broccoli when I was a kid, but I think your taste buds change when you become an adult, because there's things that I didn't like as a kid that I love now, with the exception of liver. Never liked liver, and I don't think I ever will. No liver for me. Bama said, no, I hate sweet pickles, but that's what on the shelves here. I don't mind sweet pickles, like sweet relish in like potato salad. A lot of times I use like half sweet relish, half dill relish in my potato salad, in my deviled eggs. No cooking, cheaper to buy out. Yeah, but cooking's fun. Lynn said, James, never seen Ray cook rice before. I know, because you always did it. If I can get you to do it, why I got to do it? I can cook rice, I just don't like to cook rice. I just told you. Free the world's going to Cebu. Okay. Simon says to Martin, yeah, I do it every now and then to do a body reset. I do every day though. Intermittent fasting. Okay. Ray, just go down and buy some rice and 7-Eleven. I don't need rice. I'm actually not going to eat this today. I'm cooking baked fish today. James, my brother James, cooking. Martin said, I did a 4 days once, kind of rough. Intermittent is just a way of life for me now. 235 pounds to 190. Oh, okay. That's awesome, Martin. I'm down a little bit, but I think I always intermittent fast because I only eat about once a day, normally. David said, SNR can have something one day and gone the next. You just never know. Yeah, see, David, like I never go to SNR like to buy something that I need. Like I go to SNR to see what they got, and then I'll like buy whatever it is that they got there that day that I might want in the future. And pretty much that's the way I shop everywhere in the Philippines. Like when I go to Robinson's, like if I see something that I don't normally see there, I'll buy it. I may not want it right then, but at some point I will. And you know, you don't want to hear out of stock, sir. Bama said, exactly, David. Vaughn said, liver spread is my mom's secret when making fried lumpia. Yeah, like liver pate and all that. No liver, nothing liver. I can stand just a very little bit of liver. Like if it's just a little bit mixed in with a bunch of other meat, like in boudin or dirty rice, just a little bit. But, you know, like a big piece of liver, yeah. Ugh. Bama said, is Karen here? Karen was here. Simon, bravo, buddy, to Manila. beans are better the next day. Yeah, like let them absorb all the flavors, David. But with Amazon and Shopee, you can find a lot of spices that you never thought would be here. Yeah, I found some spices. I still haven't. I I left behind my gumbo filet at James and Karen's. I meant to bring that back with me. Liver, oh baby Jesus, no, hate this stuff. Yeah, no liver for me either, Simon. Chief, where's the rum to chase that Coke with? I don't have any rum. I got some Carlosi. Maybe I'll get some of that. Bill Meyer, I want a plate full of liver. You can have all my portion, Bill. Uh, like no liver for me. I'm gonna go. Let me get another Coke. Liver, just like you, Baloo. I don't know who Baloo is. Baloo? Yeah, no. Like, I think I would rather eat that Baloo again than liver. I got a Canada shot glass. There we go. But I got no Canadian whiskey. Bill Meyer said, I grew up on a farm and we ate almost everything. Well, that's the same as in Louisiana. Like in Louisiana, you eat everything too. Like alligator, nutri-rat, raccoon, possum. Bama saying, amen, Bill. Let's see. A little bit, that's how I grew up. Vaughn said, Balut makes your knees strong, from what I'm told. Yeah, I'm just going to have to live with weak knees. Cheers, Chief. Cheers, Bama. Ah. Cheers, Bill. To guy and to guy tie. Absolutely, Vaughn. What was it? What was I doing? I was doing something. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I need to get my speaker for Niels. I wonder if Niels still here. I told Niels I was going to put. Where's my speaker? Where is my speaker? I need to get this speaker going. All right. Let me connect to this. Bluetooth. Connect. All right. All right, I'm gonna play. It should be. It should be. Maybe it should be good enough to. All right. Let's start this from the beginning. Day.
this fucking shit. All I ever do is just sit and drink. Everybody here is just so fucking sad. I guess that's why we love getting off our heads. I'm not sure how much more I can take. Every day's the same and it's all so great. 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 I wanna go to the Philippines. I wanna go to the Philippines. I wanna go to the Philippines. I wanna go to the Philippines.
Okay. So, so Niels was telling me the other night he was depressed in the UK, and made me think of the punk song "Anarchy" in the UK, and it's kind of hard to hear the lyrics. I'm gonna read the lyrics for you. All right. Miserable weather, and I'm miserable too. Haven't seen the sun since I don't know when. I'm really effing sick of this shithole town. I'm tired of feeling so down. It's the same every day and it all feels the same. It rains and it rains and it rains and it rains every day. I'm feeling like a different person. Everything just keeps on getting worse and worse. I want to go to the Philippines. 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 Life in the UK is fucking shit. All I ever do is just sit and drink. Everybody here is just so fucking sad. I guess that's why we love getting off our heads. I'm not sure how much more I can take. Every day is the same, and it's all so gray. It's all so gray. It's all so gray. So that is the song for Niels. Are you still here, Niels? Let's see. Let me get my live stream back. Catch up on comments. I don't know if Neil's still here. It's a guy in Nueva Ecija. Did I do it right that time? Nueva Ecija. Bill said, I only have coffee. That's okay, Bill. I'll drink your portion for you. Bama said, feels like a CCR and Fleetwood Mac night. Yeah, those are two good bands. You know, you want to hear an odd trivia fact about CCR? CCR is the band that had the most #2 hits on the Billboard charts. Like songs that went to #2 but didn't go to #1. They only made it to #2. CCR has the most. Susie's here, my sister. Good morning. See you jamming. Too dang early here. Turning down sound. 5:33 a.m. Just helping you get woke up, Bill. Helping you get woke up. Vaughn, if you can't smash some pumpkins, might as well play the Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, I like the smash. I like my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song is, what is it, 1979? I think. Is that the right 1979? Bama said, feel you, Bill. Like me waking up at 4 a.m. for football game. Yeah, I am familiar with that concept. I'll be honest, I haven't been getting up early for Saints games because it's okay watching the replay. I'll wait till they're back competitive and follow them more closely. Lynn said, I know Bangabon Nueva Ecija. I've been many times, visited my uncle and other relatives. I'm from Bangabong too, but Bangabong Oriental Mindoro. Lynn said hi to Susie. Jason Potter said like and subscribe. Thank you, Jason. Susie said hi to Lynn. James said, where is Susie? Well, she's in Arkansas, James, and she was in the chat. She's right there. See, James sitting on my couch. Jason Potter said, John Fogerty. Yeah, old man down the road. You need to come see me and get your stuff, Susie. What kind of stuff Susie leave there? James, this weekend. Okay. What kind of stuff Susie got? James, do I got any stuff over there? You got some stuff for me? Make sure I'll keep the stool. Oh, okay, from Aunt Joy's house. Bama said, didn't know that, but grew up listening to them on the giant floor cabinet 8-track player. Funny, there was always a funny smell every time I heard CCR play. Huh. There was always a funny smell. Now, see, that would make sense if it was Led Zeppelin, because they had the song, ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of death surrounds you. I'm gonna pour that shot, but I'm not gonna drink it yet. James said, could use some of that spaghetti sauce, Ray. I see, Karen was paying attention. Karen knows how to make the spaghetti sauce. Zoom Flicks 13. All right, welcome Zoom. I appreciate you being here. Suresh, how are you, sir? I'm good, Suresh. Chief said, that's Leonard Skinner. Yeah, that smell. That's what I was saying, because it was, Bama was talking about smelling something funny every time CCR played. But I was thinking, well, CCR didn't do that smell. That was Leonard Skinner. Looks like PTSD at Bama. Bama said, my dad is Vietnam vet. This was his choice of music too. Chief, you are correct. Vaughn said, smells like Teen Spirit. Bama laughing about. Yeah. You know where Smells Like Teen Spirit came from? It was a type of deodorant, and Kurt Cobain like put on some of this. I think it was a girl's underarm deodorant, and one of their friends said that Kurt smelled like Teen Spirit, and that's where the song came from. Let's go check on these beans. Are they starting to bubble? That's a good sign. Wait. Let's zoom down here. It looks like they might need some more water in there. And we got them pieces of bacon. That is so good. Oh my God. Y'all have no idea how good that is. Just the bean juice, the pot liquor. It's about time to add another cup of water to that. Oh my! Where's the ham? The bacon? There's bacon in there. Y'all didn't see the bacon? You know I got some bacon in there. You couldn't see the bacon? No liver, I mean. Damn, autocorrect. Yeah, no liver. No liver at all. Bill, don't you mean spam? LOL. Only I had spam earlier today, and I'm trying to be health conscious. So I got. Stop looking at my butt. Stop looking at my butt. So I got the low sodium spam. Low sodium. Because, you got to be healthy when you're eating spam. Let's see. Chief said, gonna need some salmon patties with that. Yeah, I like salmon patties. I think you can get canned salmon here. Salmon. To make salmon patties. Gary made me some black-eyed peas, so good. Simon said, that damn camera. Yeah, camera always trying to look at my butt. Bama said, got sick eating spam on a camping excursion. Can't eat it anymore. I only like it when it's fried. I like fried spam. Bama said, need the wide angle. Bama, you saying I got a big ass? Is that what you saying? There's like 30 flavors of spam here in Guam. Yeah, they got different flavors here too. But I don't think I would really care for any of the other flavors. Vaughn said, gotta go to work, see you guys around, get her done. Appreciate you being here, Vaughn. I'll see you on the next go round. You can fast forward later and see how the beans came out. Simon said, we finally have good salmon here in Isabella. Bloody expensive, but so good. Yeah, I like salmon. Like I like salmon fillet with the skin on one side, and season it with like lemon pepper, butter and lemon pepper, and then just cook it on the skin side until the skin side is just black, like the scales and everything just burnt, and the salmon will cook on the inside, and then just eat it out of the what's the word I'm looking for? The scales, or the body part. Just eat it out of there. But that's my favorite way. It's like, that's actually blackened salmon. Like, people that talk about blackened fish, like they think it's where is, I got some up here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Where? I know I got. Did I bring it? I think I brought it to James and Karen. I brought James and Karen like all my special spices, but I got like blackened seasoning. But blackened seasoning isn't what makes it blackened. It's the burning of the skin. That's what makes it blackened. What was I doing? I forgot what the hell I was doing. I'm gonna come back in here and not do whatever I was gonna do. About time to have a cigarette. Let's see. Bama's laughing. You know I love you. I know, Bama. Simon said, yeah, perfect way to cook salmon. One fillet is 350 pesos. Well, that's not too bad. I would pay that for it depends on what size salmon fillet it was. Oh, now I remember what the hell I got up for. I was going to shut this door so I don't set off the smoke detector. Of course, it's still red, but let's close this door. I love canned salmon, but frozen no good. Yeah, like I only use canned salmon to make like salmon patties. But yeah, I pretty much don't like anything frozen. Like no meat. Bama said that's a very small fillet too, Simon. Bama, enough for one person, mate. Really chunky portion too. Yeah, if it like, I could see paying that. Billy just got up, got to go, make a coffee. Happy wife. All right, James, give Billy hugs and kisses for me. Bama, we usually, but the 2,500 peso fillets and portion, it's for my sushi. Yeah, you know, they got the expensive taste, Bama. What the hell a boy from Bama doing eating sushi? James Karen, maybe we should bring it up here. Yeah, y'all come on, come visit. Y'all can bring some of my spices back. What? See, I meant to leave like a lot of stuff anyway, but then I just didn't want to carry it around with me. I meant to bring it but see, I knew like we were all going to Masbati's. I thought y'all were bringing it to Masbati's. I thought I was going to cook more there. Anyway, that's my bad. Chief, Jane Karen, good reason for a road trip. Absolutely. Like, there's lots of stuff to view in Tagaytay. My wife and kid eats the salmon belly. I prefer my salmon raw. Yeah, I don't like any raw. Like, I like, salmon would probably be the same, but I like tuna, like ahi tuna, like just seared, just enough to just sear the outside and pretty much raw. But just to have that seared exterior, I like the taste of that. It's a textural thing for me. Jane and Karen, I'm an anomaly. the Bama sushi boy. It's like I'm from Bama, but I'm bougie. I'm gonna call you Bougie Bama. Same for tuna. Yeah, see, like I said, I like tuna, but I like it seared, just like hot pan, just flip it, then eat it. Like it doesn't have to be cooked all the way through. Just sear the outside, just to give it like a firm texture on the outside. I don't like the soft, squishy texture of like raw fish. That just, I don't know. Not it for me. Notice Ray has a big bottle of Tabasco's on. You better believe it. I'm waiting for my friends from Texas to come. They're supposed to be bringing me some Louisiana hot sauce. That's my go-to. But, you know, here in the Philippines, you can get Tabasco anywhere. But you gotta have that Tabasco sauce. That's gonna be good on them beans too. I would, like I said, I prefer Louisiana hot sauce, but put some Tabasco on there. Yeah. So James and/or Karen. Is Karen taking notes? She's gonna have to refer back to. Look, Karen, put this in a playlist, and you can fast forward through all this talking part. Just watch the cooking parts when you're ready to cook those pinto beans I left you. Raw meats or fish. Now you have parasites. Not for me. Yeah, like I said, I'm okay with like tuna, like ahi tuna, just seared, like really rare. And that's the only meat that I like that's pretty much raw. Every other meat. Why is that? Why there's smoke going that way? Why is the smoke going that way? It should be going up my vent. What's going on with that? I might have to clean my filter again on my vent. Is that what it is? Yep, need to. Hey, McLovin, what's going on, my brother? Need that Tabasco for the liver. No. What are we cooking? We're cooking pinto beans. I'm showing Karen how to cook pinto beans. Maybe vent fan is on. I can hear it running, but here, let me come over here. But yeah, it's running, but see, look, the smoke's going that way. So maybe let me pull this filter out. Maybe I need to clean that filter. Let's see if that does any better. I might need to clean those fans again because this is just steam. So it. Wait. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, wait. Let me switch this around. Show you what I'm cooking here. Oh, got your pinto beans. See, there's some bacon in there. Onion, celery, bell pepper. Chicken broth. Well, chicken bouillon. Black pepper. Cumin. Tony's. Chili flakes. There's a couple bay leaves in there. Cooking some pinto beans. Yeah, it's definitely gonna last a few days. Oh, that's so good. Now, y'all have no idea. I'm not just saying that because I'm cooking it. Like, that is so good. Let's see. Come on up here. Michael C said, "Hey, bro, it looks great. We just got back from Walter Mart loading up." That's awesome. What y'all, Jason Potter, do you make cornbread for that? I could, but I don't have an oven. And let me check, make sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, wait. Yeah. Yeah, see, I brought my cornmeal to James and Karen's house. So I don't have any cornmeal. If I had, wait, come back over here. If I had my cornmeal, I could make some hot water cornbread. What all you do with hot water cornbread is basically you just boil water. You put the cornmeal in a bowl. When you boil the water, then you pour that into the cornmeal, stir it up, and then you make it into patties. Then get you some oil, and then you fry those cornmeal patties. And that's hot water cornbread. But I could do that if I had my cornmeal, but I left it at James Karen's. McLovin said, need to throw some andouille sausage in that pot. Yeah, I would do that with red beans, kidney beans. Those are pinto beans. Like pinto beans, I just do like bacon and because I'm probably gonna take some of those beans and they're gonna get mashed up, stuck back in a frying pan, and make refried beans out of it. And I'll package those up in like little Tupperware containers and get some flour tortillas and make burritos with refried beans and cheese. And I'll get like some hamburger meat and put some cumin and chili powder and have the hamburger meat, the refried beans, cheese. I got some sour cream, jalapenos. So I can make some good burritos once I get some refried beans. Let's see, Jason Pot. I just wonder because that's how we eat it. Yeah, no, like you gotta have the cornbread to soak up that pot liquor. Like that's the best part. The pot liquor is the bean juice and spices and everything in the juice. That's the best part. Michael C said, I need some good old chili. Yeah, chili. I think I'd normally use, if I was going to make a bean chili, then it would be kidney beans as well. Michael, hello everyone. No fishing tonight. Michael, cheers. Speaking of cheers, the guy from, I found this shot glass up in my cabinet from Canada. So, and then on the other side, it's Mojitos Tequila and Canada. Now, don't ask me what the hell Canada has to do with tequila. Like, that don't make any sense. It should be like Canada and then like Crown Royal or Seagram's or Canadian Club. Like Canadian Club is probably my favorite blended Canadian whiskey. Nice, Ray. McLovin, teach those women to make tamales. Yeah, I was trying to find some masa flour, masa cornmeal to make tamales, because you make the masa paste and then you get the meat and put it there, and you put the corn husk with the masa, and then put the meat and then roll it all up, and that's your tamales. But you can't really get masa here. I was also looking into, for a while, getting a tortilla press and a tortilla pan to like make my own flour tortillas. But one day when I have like more kitchen room, I'll do like some different things, like smoking meat and making my own sausage, and I'll take my hobby to like another level once I get like a little more room. Chief, how many is this? What is this? Shot 4 or 5? Where are we at? We got 20 minutes. You need a KitchenAid mixer with all the accessories. Yeah, if I had, like, you see what's going on over there. McLevin said instead of the corn husk tamales, you can do banana leaf tamales. Yeah, I could probably do that. But yeah, you see that, like, that is not enough counter space for any kind of KitchenAid mixer situation. So it's about time we check. It's about time we check a bean. Hold on, let's check a bean. Check a bean. There we go. Let's get one of these. Let's get one of these beans and see what we got so far. Okay, that's probably another 30 minutes. 25 minutes. Yeah. Probably another 25 to 30 minutes. To achieve the correct amount of tenderness. Another thing about cooking in the Philippines, and of course I got a filter on my water thing, but even if I didn't, I have no problem using tap water when I'm cooking, because when you're, like, if it has any kind of bacteria or anything in the water, like, boiling the water is going to get rid of all that anyway. So, like, just using, I mean, I got a whole tank full of, got plenty of water, like, that's full. But, like, when I'm cooking, there's no reason to use that. It's just like extra, like, why? Because, like I said, when you boil the water, like, any kind of bacteria or anything, it's gonna kill it. And whatever bacteria the heat doesn't kill, then you just kill it with alcohol. Jason said, I know where there's a big kitchen and they need a cook, and I heard they're installing a hammock. Yeah, I told them to have a hammock there when I came there the first time. Did they put a hammock out? No hammock. And I told them also, or I said on the live stream earlier today, like, I'm a spoiled cano. I need aircon. Like, if you want me to come be a housekeeper cook, I need aircon in the maid's quarters and a big bed. I don't need no mat on, none that skinny foam thing on the floor. No, I don't have enough meat on my bones. My bones be rubbing against the floor. Rose has her San Miguel apple flavor, LOL. Yeah, I like the San Miguel apple. I tried the San Miguel lychee. It was okay, but the San Miguel apple is my favorite. David Fire said, yes, Chi. Bama said, that's what my wife drinks, Michael. Yeah, well, I'll drink it too. Look, it tastes good. I don't care. Chief, have a drink on me. All right, Chief wants me to have another drink. Let me. I can't do it. I have to crack it. Now what the heck? Well, I guess I'm not gonna need that lid anymore. fell down somewhere. I'll find it later. Oh, there it is. Hey, what are you doing? Look at my crotch. Come on up here. Wait. What is? Are you down there looking at my crotch? McLovin said, "Get some of that coconut shine." What is that? That's tuba. Is that what the coconut liquor is? Tuba. I don't know if I ever had any of the tuba. But Chief, cheers. Clink. Drink. Ah. Doug and I will be live tonight. I'll be watching you. I've got another 14 minutes. I got about another 14 minutes. I'm off here because I like to keep my live streams at an hour and a half. Slim trim. I don't want people to get tired of me. You know. I figure people could just take me in hour and a half increments. And I know some jokester is gonna say, "No, we can't stand you for that long, Ray." McLovin, I had some and it was real smooth till you went to stand up. Micah said, "Is it better for earnings?" I have no idea. OMG, Ray, drink like a water. Well, yeah, it is like water. This stuff. I don't even know what the alcohol content is. What is the alcohol content in this? What is? Oh, it's saying it's only 25%. 25% by volume. So wait. So that's like 50 proof. That ain't nothing. 50 proof. That might as well be water. Let me get my phone over there. Steve, Lavin, Lynn, James, Karen, Avenger, dinner time. I finished half before I leave. Yeah, Lynn was drinking the shit out of that stuff. Hey, Lynn, you were missed. Yeah, Jason. Won't be long. I think we're gonna get it figured out, me and Lynn. Won't be long. We'll be back together full time. What we got? But James and Karen, if you're still here, or Karen, you pretty much seen everything you need to see about how to make those pinto beans that I left with you. So just do what I did, and then you just let them cook, let them simmer, let them boil, and then just keep tasting the beans. And when they're like dissolving in your mouth without having like a grainy texture. When the beans don't have like a grainy texture anymore, then they're perfect. Jason said, she made you open up. I've always been open. I'm the most open person on YouTube. Like, I don't hide anything. McLovin, well, it's time to move to the province and set up a meat smoker and a still, Ray. Lynn said, I'm still crazy, right? See? Lynn admits it. She's still crazy. Lynn, look, I'm going to talk about Lynn since she's in here. Like, she was calling me today to tell me about some other woman that making comments on my videos talking about she's a flirty woman and all this. Like, I'm not going to name any names. But basically what I told Lynn is, what does that have to do with me? It's like, I don't care. I don't want to hear about someone else's life. Like, that's their choice. They make their own choices, what they do, don't do. I make my own choices. And, like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, like, if I tell women I'm not interested, that's all that matters. Like, the choices I make are the only ones that matter. What other women do, doesn't matter. Like, if y'all understand what I'm saying. Yes. Let's do another bean tasting. Got the beans. We still need about 10-15 minutes. Hey. That's right. Preach it. Wait. Make some bean and cheese flautas. Yeah, well, I don't know if I could make I'd have to look up how to make a flauta. Easy Home Cooking coming in with all the emojis. And see, Easy Home Cooking, see, I've been talking this whole time about what I'm doing, making these beans. So if you rewatch this, then you will be able to hit the closed captions, and it'll translate what I'm saying into Hindi so you can understand. I watch your channel and like everything's in Hindi and you don't say anything. I need you to start talking while you're cooking so I know what the hell you're doing, because I don't understand. Flautas are Mexican version of a lumpia. Okay. I can see that. But wait. Is it the, except would it be with like a flour tortilla, a flauta? Because I know it's not. Because I know it's not you know, like I think lumpia is like a rice based wrapper, I think. But you fold it instead of rolling it. Okay. I put this to the side. Flour corn tortilla. Yeah, see, I wanna learn how to, like, I wanna get like I said, I wanted to get like some masa and a tortilla press and a pan and like make my own like corn tortillas, flour tortillas. But I need a bigger kitchen. Maybe one day. Like, it's gonna be a while before I am willing to trade like the freedom of just being able to go and travel with wanting to have a place to like do all kinds of stuff. Is Lynn coming to do karaoke this weekend? No, Lynn's back at work for a while. So, like, so no karaoke party. There's Steven. Philippines in full effect. Steven, finally. Who dat, Steven? Why are you saying finally? Like, I've been wondering what happened to you. I was just talking about, like, I messed up and I left the gumbo filet down at James and Karen's. I'm supposed to be getting it back. Oh, okay. Finally a win. McLovin said, I should be there in November, Ray. We can do some cooking. I'm with you, McLovin. You just let me know when you're coming in, we'll meet up someplace, do some stuff. Philippines finally a win. Yeah, and you know they look pretty good. I'm very very encouraged by the younger players. Like, you know, and that's all I want this season. Like I just want to see some progress. I'm around, brother. Just been a little busy in the evening. I hear you. I ain't calling you out. Like I know. Where are we at? 85 minutes. So we got about 5 minutes left. You're coming in about 5 minutes from when I normally end. I got me some pinto beans going. We'll do one. We need to do one final check over here on the pinto beans. Got the bay leaf in there. Got the bacon, celery, onion, bell pepper, garlic, black pepper, Tony's, cumin, and chicken bouillon. And that is tasting right. Let me check the beans again. About 10 minutes. All right, let's see. Hey, I'm up here. Stop looking at my boobs. McLovin said, I will be based out of Clark, but we'll be traveling around. That's awesome. Like, that's the way to do it. Like, someone, especially, like, when you first come to the Philippines, like, I would definitely suggest, like, getting into, like, an affordable place. Affordable as in, like, you can pay your month's rent and then not be there for the whole month. Just leave your shit and take off and travel. Like, that's ideal, I believe. Like, my place, I only pay 15,000 pesos a month. So, and with the condo fees, it's like under 300 bucks. Like, I could pay for my condo, lock all my shit up, and just take off like I did this past month. And, you know, I'm in a condo, so I'm not worried. Like, there's security at every door. I can just leave, be worry-free, travel around, and like, enjoy myself. And I want to be that way for a while. You know, eventually I'll settle down and, like, get a place and all that. But for now, I just want to be footloose and fancy free. Steve said, I love that they didn't give up the fight. Yeah, no, they're like, you know, there's people talking about, oh, you know, the Saints should tank and blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. Like, I don't care. I would rather see something from the quarterbacks that we have than just automatically assuming they're garbage and tanking to get a top 5. Like, you hardly ever see any teams that turn their franchise around by being shitty every year. You know, you try to stay mediocre at least and build on that. That's the way to win, I believe. Make the right choices in the draft. Steven said, those look good. My grandmother used to call them butter beans too, but I think those were the green ones. Yeah, I call it butter bean, like the green lima bean. Like, I got lima bean. I left lima beans with James and Karen. They're like the big white ones, the Great Northern beans. I call them lima beans, and then like the green lima beans, I call them those butter beans. McLevin said, Marley and I will be traveling around. That's awesome. When did you say? Hold on, let me look back. Be there in November. Okay, yeah. Let's like. I'll make a like a Manila Clark trip sometime in November. I think I can pull that off. Like I know next month I wanted to go to Bacolod. Hey, McLovin, you have any chance that you want to go to Bacolod in November? Like we can meet up in Bacolod. But we are. What are we at? Okay, we're at 90 minutes. That's an hour and a half. I know that Michael and the Colonel are supposed to be going on, so like you guys like go over and check out Michael White's channel. It's Thriving Philippine Expat, and he's going to be doing, I think, a collaboration with Doug, the Colonel. I'm going to take one more shot with you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Let's see. McLevin said, first place I'm heading to is to see Apo Wang, the 108-year-old tattoo lady. You're gonna get one of those tattoos with the banging like that. Steven said, have a great night, brother. Chief Powderhard says, cheers. Tagay. Chief, you gotta learn Tagay is cheers in the Philippines. I can't wait till you decide to get off your ass and come over here. Leave West Virginia. Come for a visit at least, Chief. Love you, brother. Love all y'all. McLovin said, yes, sir. He's going to get that tap, tap, tattoo. Jason Potter said, peace. And you guys know what's coming. Who dat? I love you all.